welcome back to a brand new revisited episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It. I'm your host, Boston. Join me as always is
Supplemental.
Moonpier. Yeah,
Hi.
Redux. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna call it, but we're kind of coming back to Neon Abyss here to two games. First up is Neon Abyss. We're gonna spend this episode talking about that. Next week we're gonna talk about The Legend of Bumbo. Two games that have in their own ways, kind of gotten some post-release support here.
Yes.
Boy, going into Neon Abyss and going to, hey, what's the basement? And just seeing literally
Uh-huh.
hundreds of new items.
You can run so far left. Like, it
Uh-huh.
is unreal how far left you can run.
And then
Like,
they're like, you have 30 items of 378. I was like, I'm
uh-huh.
sorry, what? The
Uh-huh.
who
And
now?
the really hilarious part was, like, I already had all of the enemies unlocked.
Me too. Yeah, they're like, yeah, you got all those. I was like, oh wow, okay. Um,
Uh-huh.
so yeah, we had both sort of heard um, that this game got a ton of post-release support, not necessarily in DLC. They had some DLC packs for characters and stuff, but just sort of like, yep, we put out another patch. Hey, there's more stuff in here. Whoops, tripped over another patch here.
Uh-huh.
And boy, it certainly looks like it because there's just a ton of stuff in this game. And I think the thing that I was most surprised about is it still feels good. Like they didn't mess with the core
Yes.
of, hey, this is a fun game to play.
Does it feel a little easier to you? Because it feels a little easier. Like, I don't know if it's like if it's just me understanding the game better, but the game feels like it plays a little bit easier than it used to.
I had that same thought too of like, I went in expecting to be really rusty because we haven't played this for, I mean, years at this
A
point,
while.
I think.
Hmm.
So I thought, oh, I'll come in, I'll mess up every single run until I remember how to jump and I remember how to aim. But kind of once you get the you remember how to ride the bike, where it's like, oh yeah, right, left, L2 is jump. Okay, yep,
Hmm.
that's the hardest part.
That's the key part.
Yeah, but after that, I felt pretty good. Like every run I was doing, I was knocking down like 5 or 6 bosses. I was getting to the purple room. Then you unlock by
Hmm.
spending a bunch of crystals. And I was like, yeah, right, that's a cool system too.
Yeah,
Um,
the heaven and hell thing, like from Isaac.
yeah. Um, I I'm right there with you. Like I felt like it felt pretty good to play again in a way that I wasn't really expecting.
Yeah, I got a bunch of achievements in this too. Like, I
I got
got
I got a
the
very surprising one.
I got 999 keys used.
That's the one I got too, where I was like, why did I get
Uh-huh.
a trophy? Oh yeah, I okay. I played this a lot.
Uh-huh. I got that one. I also got the one for beating Ares for the first time, and then
Okay.
I don't think I understood the boss fights previously. How if you pick the red items, get the Ares token, you have Ares as the final boss. If you get
Right.
the angelic items, you can get the
Athena?
Athena token.
Yeah,
Um, we both guessed it, so I'm assuming it must be Athena.
probably.
Um, you get the Athena token, and then you use that to fight Athena at the end.
Hmm.
And then it would give me like 5 more bosses.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of stuff in here now, man. Like
Uh-huh.
yeah. Um I I I'm I was almost hesitant to come back to this because I thought I really loved Neon Abyss when we first played it, and I feel like we spent a lot of time with it, but I think we kind of ran into a problem of maybe there weren't enough items or the pool was weird, so we're kind of always seeing the same items over and over again. Boy, that's certainly
Yeah.
not a problem anymore because I don't think I've seen the same item twice unless I pick it from the basement to go
Yes.
into the next run with.
And I also got a whole bunch of more like new like bonus rooms, like the fishing room,
Yeah.
and like I got a roulette wheel I unlocked for
Mm-hmm.
whatever that does.
When you started this, were all of your perks on
All my
like
perks reset.
yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I had done my first run and I was like, boy, I feel like there was more stuff in this game. Like there were more rooms. I don't even know where the secret rooms are anymore. And I talked to the barkeeper and I
Mhm.
was like, oh, right. Because they added like, hey, if you have full health, touch this terminal and it will take you somewhere special. Or if you haven't taken damage on this floor, touch this
Mhm.
terminal. It'll go, or here's a box in the store. Throw it and it'll have stuff inside of it. Um,
Yep.
a lot of really wild, interesting things that uh, I was pleasantly surprised that there's just a ton more stuff in this game.
Me too. Like to be
Yeah.
completely honest, like the amount of stuff I was picking up and then like realizing that I had no idea what any of it does.
Hmm.
I mean, it's both positive and negative because I don't feel like I can build my character anymore because it's like, I don't know, there's too much stuff here.
Right. But you, on the other hand, you kind of have the Isaac thing of like, okay, this is like a golden credit card. I'll pick it up and see what it
Mhm.
does. I guess. And I was like, oh, this is some sort of mask. Okay, I'll pick that up. I guess. Oh, my character's wearing it now. I hope that's good. Like, and the descriptions I think are still really solid. Um,
Yes.
I
And
forgot. Go, go
it
ahead.
it feels like they moved away from the referencing memes a little bit.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the original items was super referencey to previous roguelikes or popular games,
yeah,
whereas it feels like the new items they're running into are a lot less referencey and much more in universe, like better item description. Like
yeah,
they have like they remove. It feels like they don't have that wink, wink, nudge, nudge side
yeah.
to it anymore, but more of a case of, hey, this is what this item does. Good luck using it in your run, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, and it seems to be a lot less of like you picked up this item and it's like what could this do? And it's like you picked up this item, it now you jump twice and now you shoot faster and your bullets are bigger. It's like great, perfect. Not
Uh-huh.
even not even worried about what this is. Um,
Yep.
yeah, I had a blast playing this week. I wasn't expecting to play it as much as I did, and I started playing. I was like, once it clicked again, I was like, oh yeah, Neon Abyss is really good. And now it's just
Yep.
stuffed with hundreds more items. Like the number of items I had unlocked already was really small compared to just the deluge of stuff they put in this game. Um,
Yeah.
that's really impressive. Yeah.
I'm surprised. It still feels good. It feels the same to shoot. It feels the
Yep.
same to. I will say some tweaks which I think genuinely have improved the game a lot. Your gun level, your bullet level, your all of that stuff is now token based.
Yeah,
So you
that's
can
really good.
change the guns and it just goes to whatever level it currently is.
Yep.
Because previously you'd level up your gun and it would only level up the gun in your hand.
Yeah, it's like why would
So
I pick
then
up
you'd
another
find,
gun?
yeah, you'd find like
Yeah.
you'd be on level 4 with your gun and you'd find a new gun and it would fire better everything, but you don't want to use it because your gun level goes back down to 1.
Yep.
Whereas I feel like by changing like the number of bullets, the rate of fire, and the gun level, changing all that to the token system, I think works so much better. It lets you
Yep.
experiment with all of the different guns so much easier because then you're like, oh, well, it's 40 coins. I've got 200. I might as well see what's going on with this gun
Right.
that I've never seen before.
Well, and it's nice to beat a boss too and have one of those tokens drops that switches between the three options, like 3 or 4 options. So you pick, okay,
Uh-huh.
do I really need health? Do I need to shoot more bullets? Do I need a gun level? Do I need X, Y, or Z? Like that feels way better instead of like, oh, now I have another heart. I didn't need that. I'm shooting one bullet and it like crawls across the screen. Like
Yep.
that's a huge change. I think that's way better.
Yeah. I That is a quality of life improvement, which is can't be stated how important that is, I think, to the base level gameplay of this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to
Yeah, and
think if
the
there's
style is
anything.
still good.
Yeah,
The music still slaps.
yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's a big quality of life change like that, but I can't think of anything. I do like the transparency in the basement about like, hey, you can pick or ban items in this list. Same with like weapons or enemies. But if you do too many, you don't get trophies or achievements. So it's like you can do a
Uh-huh.
little bit, but you kind of can't just like I'm going to ban every item except for the 5 that work together and just blow my way through this game. So I respect that.
Do you know if it gives you a warning when it disables the stuff?
No, because I like don't have enough stuff to really ban. Because I don't even have enough. Like there's that little progress bar above the statue above the elevator door in the basement that shows like your collection progression, and it's not even
Uh-huh.
past the first pip. So like I don't even. I think I'd spend more time running through the basement to try to ban stuff than I would actually get back. Spend the 10 minutes running from one side to the other. Although I do appreciate when you get all the way to the other side, there's just a teleporter back to the elevator door. She's like, yes, thank you. Appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
Run my dumb butt from one end to the other. Um,
Yup.
I don't know if I have anything else to say about Neon Abyss other than they took a game that's
On
already great and just continue to improve it.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I like the changes they've made. Like it's much more approachable. I might argue at this point.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
And I don't know. I've enjoyed like just messing around with it. Like I hit random character for the very first time, so I can start with an additional item. And
Oh,
then I
right.
got confused as to why I started with a wolf's head, and it was because I had the pet food item already. I was like,
Oh,
what?
sure.
Okay.
Right. That's fun. I like that we saw that in Mana Spark as well, where you can kind of randomize and get a benefit. I like that a lot. I think that's. I
Uh-huh.
hope that becomes a bigger trend in roguelikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Neon Abyss is great. I'm glad we went back to it. If you haven't played Neon Abyss before, it's usually on sale for pretty cheap if you're trying to be thrifty, and it apparently has like I don't know, 4,000 hours of content in it with, almost 400 guns. It's like Isaac level of just like, yeah, we put in 100 more guns. It's like, what, wait, what?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Go play Neon Abyss. It's really good. Um,
Yep.
all right, that's our revisiting of Neon Abyss. Next week, we're going to The Legend of Bumbo. I think we're both playing the Steam version, which I think has all of the changes
Yes.
and updates. I really couldn't figure out if any of the other platforms do. So kind of check out whichever platform you can kind of at your leisure, and we'll figure out what got changed. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.